Airstrikes and heavy shelling by the Syrian government are devastating the country's biggest city. The battle for Aleppo is seen as a crucial potential tipping point in the war, but it's entering its second month with little sign of a breakthrough for either side.
Plumes of smoke rise from a neighborhood that Syrian activists claim was struck by government warplanes. The pictures can't be verified, but they appear to show the aftermath of an explosion in the Saif al-Dawla district of Aleppo on Tuesday. Here, people search for survivors. While the conflict continues, so does the diplomacy, which appeared to take a step forward when Syria's Deputy Prime Minister, in Moscow for talks with the Russian Foreign Minister, suggested that his government might consider President Assad's resignation.
Assad's resignation as a condition before the start of dialogue would be impossible, but any issue can be discussed during the negotiations. We're even ready to discuss Assad's resignation then. Meanwhile, Jamil warned that any foreign military intervention would likely lead to clashes extending beyond Syria's borders.
Russia's foreign minister met Chinese and Syrian delegations in Moscow on Tuesday to discuss the crisis. The talks come a day after Barack Obama warned that even moving chemical weapons could prompt a U.S. military response. Russian and Syrian officials say deploying U.S. troops in Syria would be disastrous.
Within the framework of our foreign policy coordination, Russia and China have a very reliable criteria according to which we take all our steps. This criteria is the need to strictly adhere to the norms of the international law and the principles contained in the UN Charter, and not to allow their violation. So we implement this criteria accordingly, and I think this is the only correct path in today's conditions.